Hey guys, in this video we are going to be making a crochet carrot. I'm using a size 3 yarn and a size 4.5 millimeter hook. So let's just jump right in. We are going to start by making a magic circle. If you need to see this or anything else, I will link videos for those in the description below. So we are going to start by making a chain 1 off of the magic circle, and then we are going to do 4 single crochets around the magic circle. When you have all 4 single crochets on there, you will pull it all the way tight and slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. It may be a little tight to work into this first row, but that is okay. For the second round, we will chain 1 and single crochet 1 time into every stitch, which is only 4 stitches, and then we will again slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. Round 3, we are going to again chain 1, then single crochet 1 time in the first stitch, and single crochet 2 times in the second stitch, and repeat that again for the next 2 stitches, doing 1 single crochet in the first and 2 single crochets in the second, and slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. Okay, once you've got that one finished, I am just taking this string from the middle and stuffing it down into the middle of the carrot with the back of my crochet hook, and this makes it so we don't have to cut that off, and I like to stick it down into the tip of the carrot to fill that in before we stuff it. And the end of the crochet hook is just a really nice tool to use for that, actually. Okay, so once you have that all stuffed in there, for row 4 and row 5, we're going to chain 1 and single crochet 1 time in every stitch. So that is for row 4 and row 5. For row 6, we are going to chain 1, single crochet 1 time in the first 2 stitches, and 2 single crochets in the third, and repeat that 1 more time for the last stitches, and then we will slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. And for row 7, 8, and 9, so for the next 3 rows, we are going to chain 1 and single crochet 1 time in every stitch for rows 7, 8, and 9. For row 10, we will chain 1, single crochet 1 time in the first 3 stitches, and then do 2 single crochets in the next. And again repeat that, doing 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches and 2 single crochets in the last, and slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. Okay, so for this round we are going to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And we will do that for this round and the next 3 rounds for a total of 4 rounds with 1 single crochet in each stitch, and that is rows 11 through 14. Okay, when you are done with those 4 rows, for the next row we will chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in the first 4 stitches, and then we will do 2 single crochets in the next, and we will repeat that 1 more time for the other half. For the next row, which is row 16, we will chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around for this row and the next 4 rows, for a total of 5 rows now with 1 single crochet in each stitch. When you are done with those 5 rows, we will have 20 rows altogether, and I stuffed my carrot because we only have 1 row left. When stuffing your carrot, you may need to use your crochet hook again to shove the stuffing down in this little tiny area, but for the last row, all we are going to do is chain 1, single crochet 1 time in the first stitch, and bring the next 2 single crochets together, and repeat that all the way around. When we are done with that, we will have this last little hole here, and we will chain 1 more, pull that tight, and pull the string all the way through after cutting it, and attach a yarning needle, and we will go through every stitch from the outside to the inside, pulling it tight as we go along, all the way around this top ring. When you have that cinched all the way up, just make 1 more knot, like so, and poke this string through the carrot and snip it off. So that is it for the body of our carrot, and we will now make a couple of leaves to stick on the top of it. For the leaves, I am using a size 4 yarn and still the 4.5mm hook. This would still work with a size 3 yarn, I am sure. So I'm starting out with a chain 6 here, and we are just going to go into the second chain from the hook. So this is the first, this is the second, and we are going to single crochet 2 times into that stitch. So 1 and 2. Then we are going to single crochet 1 time into the next, half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next, and do 6 double crochets in this last stitch. And it is going to start rounding around the edge of it, which is exactly what we want it to do. When you get all 6 in there, this is what it will look like. We are now just going to be working down the other side of the same chain. I will just crochet right on top of this piece of yarn to weave that right in there, and we are going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. So we are going to double crochet 1 time in the next stitch, then half double crochet 1 time in the next stitch, single crochet in the next, and then do 2 single crochets in the same stitch that we started with, and then slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. Okay, to finish this off, we are going to chain 1 more, pull that tight, and cut off our yarn, and pull that all the way through so that we have a leaf with a long tail. Leave that tail long so that we can use that to sew it in, and you are going to want to cut off this little extra piece of yarn and then make 2 of these leaves. When you have 2 leaves made, we will start with 1, of course, and thread it through one of our yarning needles, and just choose where you want your leaves to be on the top of your carrot, and just simply sew them right on. Start by going through the carrot and then through one of the stitches on the leaves. Then go back through the leaf and through the carrot until this one is secure, and do the same thing with the other leaf. And there it is, our crochet carrot. So I hope that that was fun for you. I hope that you guys go on to create many more things, and I will see you in the next video.